Hello, I am Diana Lago Vázquez and I am a professor and researcher from the University of Santiago de Compostela. I am here to introduce the research article titled Millennials' Consumption of Political Information on Television and Social Networks, an analysis of the 2015 Spanish general election campaign, which appears in this year's edition of the Latino Journal of Social Communication. This article has been written by myself and other three professors from the University of Santiago de Compostela, Isabela Direito Rebollal, Ana Isabel Rodríguez Vázquez, and José López García. The objective of the study presented in this article is to analyze the consumption habits of young people during the 2015 Spanish general election campaign. The study takes place in the context 2.0, in which the Internet has transformed the relations between the media and their audiences. The spectator of the digital age can decide where, when, and how to consume information without space or time limitations. They are the so-called millennials, young people between 18 and 30 years of age, who have greater capacity to assimilate new technologies and, therefore, to take more advantage of the possibilities of the environment 2.0. This research aims to examine the behavior patterns of the millennial generation, the ways in which they consume information, and the ways in which they combine traditional media with social networks, on-demand TV, and other services of the digital age. This study follows a qualitative approach based on the daily monitoring of a Facebook group of young students of communication and political sciences. In addition, daily surveys on information consumption habits were carried out during the election campaign. The results of the study confirm the supremacy of television as a source of information during the pre-election period. Although there are more media than ever to obtain information from, television remains to be the favorite medium for young people. However, the analysis also shows an important use of other electronic devices and, above all, of social networks. Although traditional media have not been replaced, millennials have changed their consumption habits, moving from the analog to the online environment. In this sense, social networks and the digital universe in general complement the informative experience of young people and set a possible standard of what the consumption of political information will be in the coming years.